Okay, so today what I'm going to do is a warm-up that I took some footballers through the other night. You'll see it detailed a little bit more in the article. I'm just going to take you through the specific exercises that I did. We started out the other night with an inline lunge, so where we're going to, rather than stepping out in our standard sort of tram line lunge to step directly out with our leg at shoulder width, we're going to try and step in the same line. So I just wanted to encourage a little more stability in the standing leg of our guys, and also to encourage the hips to really get moving. So we're going to step just across a little bit more, almost like if I step out my right foot, like I was walking the tightrope, but just at a lunge distance. So step out, come back, should have come from the side, come straight, getting nice and long, really opening up the hips. We move then into leg swings or sweeps. So I'll just use the wall for this one, where I put my hand directly on the wall. From here, I want to move as much through my hip as possible, keeping my toes pointing to the wall. A couple of little points is that generally people feel tempted to turn their toes towards the ceiling to get a little bit more movement. But for this one, we really just want to focus on keeping our toes pointed at the wall the whole time. And just 10 reps per side on that one too. We moved on into a thoracic rotation. So from here, I put my knees on the ground, hands on the ground. If I'm going to my right side first, my right hand goes behind my ear and my elbow goes perpendicular. And from here, I try and point my elbow at the ceiling. And I try and resist movement through my hips. So I'll exaggerate a bad one, where almost my knee will lift off the ground. So I really try and focus on turning through my mid-back, through my thoracic spine. And then I'll switch sides after 10 reps. And again, really focus on not moving my hips. Finally then, we worked into a scat push-up. Hands on the ground, push-up position. And I shrug through my shoulders, concentrating and depressing and retracting, so bringing them down and back. And the real mistake here is that guys kind of shrug their shoulders up. Finally then, because it was a lower body session and I wanted to do a little extra work for the guys and opening up their hips and stretching them out, we're going to do a quad walk. I'm going to catch my right foot, my standing leg is going to remain as straight as possible, and I'm going to try and point my knee at the wall behind me as I drop forward, almost like a single leg deadlift. And from here, the focus is on keeping a straight line between my knee and my shoulder. So from here, I try and drop forward, a bit of a slip there, and I pull my knee as hard back as I can. Stumbled on my knee. So there you have it. It's kind of a warm-up for a lower body session in particular. If we were doing the upper body, the first exercise I should say, of the session the other night was a Bulgarian split squat. That's where we're going to start single leg squatting. So we focused on the legs a little bit more. We did this about 4 times. So we went through the whole circuit 4 times. It depends on a warmer day. It was quite cold the other night. On a warmer day we might do it twice, even 3 times. But over here, right now it's winter, so we're trying to get warmed up a little bit more and loosen the guys out a little bit more too. If it was an upper body session, perhaps we were pulling up or bench pressing first, we might do more shoulder work, more shoulder rotation work, and less of the lower body stuff. So we might remove the quad walk and put in something like some field goals or something like that. Okay, so that's a lower body dominant mobility warm-up.